awards, 2 top scorer awards, 1 player of the year, and 1 best striker. I was fortunate to have good teammates to carry it all through. I did not wake up to say that I need all these awards. I never knew it would come, just took it a day at a time. And I knew without Nomads, none of this would be possible. I think the military had a good thing going though. Showing all their medals, tours of duty, and a compliment on their chest. It would be a good talking point for cocktail parties as well. You got the Medal of Honor? Wow, what more? I think this should be something that we in Nomads should adopt, since pissing the farthest seemed to be a normal thing to do. People find it funny that I have a detailed list in my wallet of all the tournaments and individual awards that I have through the year. I think you need something that makes a person sane in this very stressful world. Something you can just turn off for a few minutes and remember the good times. That is why I carry it around. And to the question that some people would ask me, in my 17 years being with the club, who was the best player, what was the best tournament, the best win, and so on. To start off, the best player I've ever seen in the Philippines fortunately wore a Nomad shirt. There was only one, and nobody ever really came close. He did not talk or cuss on the pitch, while everyone was done from practice on a Thursday night, drinking beers and talking. You would see the silhouette in the dark pitch doing sprints. He was cut up perfectly. He had skill, the stamina that would last forever. His name was Lars Ardvik, a Norwegian who was a spouse to an embassy lady assigned to the Philippines for a few years. This guy had it all. Defense that did not let up. You always think you have a chance, but he would always get the ball from you. He had the skill and stamina to draw 4 guys and the vision to drop the ball with you all alone in front of the keeper. He's the reason why we won in Bangkok that many years ago. He always played like it was a final and made us believe that we were better too. I remember in a mini World Cup game that the striker, center back, and keeper were ready for the shot for the kickoff, but it still went in. I know it sounds too good to be true, like that old saying that the best girl to have is someone with no teeth, big ears, for a good blowjob and a flat head to rest your beard. But this guy was really all that. Even the proud Irish and English players will pretend to be stretching and waiting to get his shirt on so they can be his teammate. Imagine grown men doing this. The best year would be 2008 when we won the treble in the International Veterans Tournament, the Alaska Cup, and the International Six-a-side. We were crap this year. The best tournament in Nomad shirt would be probably the Alaska Cup in 2008 because we moved the ball around and scored effortlessly. Even with Denison giving the ball away and getting a red card, we still won it. The best win would probably be the first Nomad win in 19 years in the International Six-side in 2005. I've never prayed so hard in my life. Veins almost popping and head spinning from too much shouting, from realizing that we still had a chance. A championship final that took us to 14 penalty kicks. Champagne and funny cigarettes all around. Denison crying. That was pure class. To tell you what a Filipino has to go through on the world stage, I went to the World Cup in Germany, and my cousin, not the same cousin I took to Ellen Road, he said that out of the 4 World Cups he's been to, that was the best. The football atmosphere was all over. We attended 3 games and brought the Philippine flag with us wherever we went. Some could not resist to ask, but this guy behind us in the Brazil-France game said, "Excuse me, what country is that?" So we go, "Philippines." He goes, "Where's that?" "You guys aren't in the World Cup." I go, "What country are you from?" He goes, "Switzerland." I go, "No wonder your country is always neutral. You guys are crap."
And they've got all your money.
We had a good time in the World Cup, but it just couldn't have the feeling because we couldn't relate as we didn't belong. And nothing compares rooting for your country. I had better time in Bacolod watching the Philippine team play versus Timor-Leste than in Germany, tell you honestly. But I always wondered if Filipinos get the chance to feel proud of a country in a sport that is recognized around the world. I am glad to get that feeling in the past years. Unfortunately, it is not football but boxing. Pacquiao is probably our only sporting great for our generation that we can be proud of. The vein-popping and head-spinning kind. From the national anthem that almost makes us cry, till when the fight is over. None of this paeng na Pomerciano 10 World Cup bowling shit. And finally, to the youth I say, keep it up. I am proud to see that we have finally have a youth academy, thanks to Tom. Keith, Dave, Darren, and Roxy have been out. You boys are going to be better at football than I ever was, of course. Consider yourself fortunate with the things that you have now. Back in my day, there were no football boots, shin pads, socks, kits, or cable TV. We had to rely on magazines and football tapes that were 2 years old. My football idol growing up was Ruud Gullit, Dutch. I was into reggae music then and wanted dreadlock hair so bad. And later on, I believed that I had the skill and pace of Ronaldo. Mind you, the real one from Brazil. See how effective marketing of a product can do. I still keep those silver boots because it represented the best years of my footballing life. And recently, I was thinking of hanging up my boots this year as I do not have the strong drive as I did in the past years. Looking at Denison falling over by himself, Andy with power and influence just carrying him through. But with the resurgence of my old friend Rowan Foggett and the MVP win of that old guy from Shanghai Shooters makes me want to take it seriously again. So kids, I will probably join you for Thursday night practice. In conclusion, I would like to thank Nomads